Greetings. And so today we are looking at, today is the 22nd day of the month, so we go over the 22nd law of Proverbs. We're only going to look at verse 1 and then the last verse, and then we're going to go into real estate. Okay, so Father, give us understanding even now as we read your word. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold. That's verse 1 of 22. And verse 29, which is the last verse, says, Seest thou a man diligent in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before mean men. Thank you, Lord. Yes, Lord. So that is two verses from the law of Proverbs 22, being that it's the 22nd day of the month. Real estate development. Real estate and real estate development. So when we look at real estate development, we're looking at developing land. We're looking at from step 1 to the final stage, or the final step, which is, what do you have? You have the refinance or sale of the property. So step 1 of real estate development, all the way up until the last step, which is the real estate, the refinance of that property, because now you would either have a home on the land, or you would have a manufactured home on the land, your septic, your electric, bells and whistles, everything finished, right? So to the final step, which is the refinance, where you pull out the cash, or the sale, where you get the cash. Usually with the sale, you would have to pay capital gains. If the project is done in a year, you got to pay capital gains taxes, which is a different story. But we're just talking about the final step, which is either the refinance or the sale. And so why would someone do real estate development? Why would a person look into doing real estate development? And a person would look into doing real estate development because it's one of the best ways to make a large sum of money in a short period of time. It's one of the best ways to make a large sum of money in the quickest period of time without having any certifications, without having to go to school with any certifications, qualifications, or any degrees. You literally don't need any form of paperwork to do real estate developments. All the developments that we see happening, all in all states, all cities, all neighborhoods, you do not need any certifications, right? Any certifications, any qualifications, or any degrees to do that, right? And again, the reason why someone would do it is because large sum of money in a short period of time. So there's two ways to go about the development of real estate, right? One, you can get a construction loan from the start, right? You can get a construction loan from the start, right? You can inquire the soft course up until it's time for the hard course. So the soft course is everything from step 1 up until step 4. Don't worry about the numbers, but the soft course is everything out of pocket, right, from the developer when it comes to market analysis, acquiring the land if you don't already have land, right? And then everything up in between. So like the blueprint after the land, the what can go on the land. You know, you talk about the what is it called? And I got it done to property in New York, which is the surveyor. Surveyor will come out and tell you, you know, give you the boundary lines and pretty much let you know what can typically go on the land, and then you would get the from that you would get the architect. You would go to your local town board. They would okay what can go on the land. So whether you can do like townhomes, whether you can do a single family or a multi-family, right? And and then you would let's say they say you can do 10 townhomes on that land. Okay, so now you would have your architect draw up a blueprint for 10 townhomes, right? So architect fees, land surveying fees, and then once you get the blueprint from the architect, send it into the town, you get your permits, right? So you have your stamped blueprint, send it into the town, you get your permits. Now you take those stamped blueprint to a bank of your choice, and then they would fund the rest, right? So you would inquire soft, which is all the way up until the blueprints and the permits, which is a soft cost, and then you can get funding from there. Once a bank see that the project is shovel ready, right, which is the plans and the permits, then they are gonna take over and they would fund it, right? So whatever it is you build it, they would fund it because they see you about that life. You already did the homework involved, okay? And so this is real estate development made simple. You know, again, anybody can do this. To be honest, I don't know why more people is not doing it. So that's the breakdown of real estate and the real estate development. For more info or any questions, talk to me. Let's get it.